Alright, so now that we have both pizzas cooked, comment down below what you think works better, having one stone in the pizza oven or having two stones. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my pizza channel. It's the Pizza Guy John, and today I'm making a part 2 to part 1 of my last video that I posted, the double stone pizza stone in the Ooni Koda 16. A lot of people weren't too happy that I didn't post the bottom of the pizza. So in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making two pizzas. My first one, I'm going to be making a pepperoni green chili on just one stone. Show you guys the bottom. Then I'm going to do the double stone, and I'm just going to do a margarita pizza with some truffle oil. So let's go ahead and get looking at that oven. I've had the Ooni Koda 16 now preheating for about 25 minutes, and we're looking at the stone about 885 in the middle. So that stone is ready to go. And we got our dough here. We have two dough balls, both at around 245. This is the Polish 50% at 70% hydration. So let's go ahead and let's get some semolina on top. It's a little sticky, but as you can see, it's nice and airy and it's ready to go. So let's go ahead and get that taken out. And again, the first video, you want to take a look at that. That's going to be posted up on the top card or down below. Again, it was just to basically see how long and if the oven kept the heat, which again, having two stones definitely does keep the heat on the stone a little bit longer versus having one. Now this video is basically just going to show the bottom. Does it cook the bottom good? So let's go ahead and get to this. And we're just going to go ahead and get this stretched out here. Comment down below, what's your favorite pizza topping? Again, pepperoni green chili is one of my favorites. We have green chili here in New Mexico pretty much with everything. It's every menu that you go. Every restaurant, it's on every item, so it's definitely something that you can find, and it's available all the time. So let's go ahead and get this stretched out. And like I said, this is about 244 grams, so not going to be anything big, but there we go. Just some more Bianco da Napoli tomatoes here. And we'll just get that all the way around. Okay. Some mozzarella. Not gonna do too much here. Okay. And get our pepperonis. And we're gonna just make sure we get a lot of pepperonis on here. Alright. Perfect. And some good fresh green chili here, chopped up. And so I could smell that chili is going to be pretty spicy, so let's kind of go ahead and get that everywhere. You can do jalapenos, really any type of chili, but that's going to be the favorite right there. Let me wash my hands because it's spicy. All right. And let's go ahead and get this now into the oven. Again, this is just with the one stone. Semolina on there. Oh yeah. And I'm just gonna get that there. And this is going straight now into the oven. Again, this will be a real time cook, so we'll get that cooking there. And I'll go ahead and get this turned down. And we'll go ahead and let that cook. And as you can see, just with the one stone, how low the pizza does sit. And so we're just gonna let that cook now. And I'll go ahead now and we'll get the first spin back into the same area. And you can smell that green chili, that pepperoni just goes perfectly together. And so like I said, the oven is pretty hot. You guys can see it is cooking it pretty quick. The bottom's looking nice. Crust is looking good. Really big crust. So try not to cook it too much here. Back into the same spot. And unfortunately it is really windy out here. It's been really windy last couple weeks here where I'm located. But I think we're looking pretty good. Bottom's nice and cooked. Definitely do a little bit more on this crust here. So just kind of get that there. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get this inside. As you can see, this is the first pizza. I'm gonna put this inside, and then we'll go ahead and get that second stone on. So let's let that cook. And again, pepperoni, green chili. Let's take a look at that bottom real quick. Here, nice and crispy. And there's the light, looks nice and cooked brown. So we'll let that cool and we'll get the second stone on. So let's go ahead and get that second stone. Go ahead and get this oven turned off. Now we'll go ahead and let's get the second stone. As you can see, I've already used this stone a lot this past weekend. I made about 14, 15 pizzas. So the stone is being put to use. All right, so we'll get that in there and let's go ahead now and get this turned on. Okay, so now that we have the second stone in there, I'm gonna go ahead and now let this preheat for about 20 to 25 minutes. Actually, let's go and take a look at the stone right now. So right in the middle, we're looking at about 700. So as you can see, you know, the stone definitely heats up really quick because again, you have this bottom stone here. So again, the stone is heating up really quick. The flames are definitely higher, so you could get some real quick heat on there, but it's about 730. So we'll give it its proper heat and then we'll come back shortly. All right, welcome back. So it's been about 20 minutes. Let's go and take a look at the oven. Again, this is with the double stone now. And so we're looking at right in the middle, about 965 on the ends, close to 800. So the middle is piping hot. Again, the stone's only been there for about 20-25 minutes and it is ready to go. So let's go in and get this pizza. And this is just gonna be a margarita pizza with some truffle, black truffle infused olive oil. If you've never had some, definitely need to get some. Really, really good. Elevates the flavor to, you know, really well. So let's go ahead and get our dough here. And let's go ahead. That in there. And again, this dough ball again is roughly about 244 grams. So we're gonna go ahead and just get this really airy. And I'm just gonna get this out here. All right, and let's go ahead and get this stretched out. All right, and again, we're gonna go down with our sauce. Perfect. And we're gonna do our cheese. Unfortunately, I didn't have too much cheese. This was just some leftover cheese from a pizza night that I had, but it'll work out just perfect. Okay. And now we're gonna go ahead and go down with our basil on top. And these are some pretty big pieces, so you can pretty much just cover up the whole pizza, really. But we're gonna go ahead and just get enough here. This is just gonna be pretty big. Let's do a little bit now on the basil. All right, so let's get that there. And yeah, that's really good. So I can go ahead now. Get this stretched out. And let's get this into the oven. All right, we're gonna get this turned down and we're gonna watch this one because again, it is gonna cook pretty quick, being that again, it is higher to the flame. And again, the stone is really hot. So we're gonna watch this one pretty good. Make sure that again, we're not gonna burn the back and the sides, but we wanna make sure that the bottom is cooking nicely and evenly. And you can already smell that truffle oil, so I'm gonna go ahead now and get this spun around. And as you can see, it is cooking already pretty good. And we're gonna let that sit there. Alright, so as you can see, it cooks pretty quick. The bottom is cooking, which is good. Just want to make sure we're getting everything cooked nicely. And evenly. All right. So I am turning a lot, and as you can tell, you know, you have to be in that the flame is higher to the pizza. But we just want to make sure that we're getting it cooked nicely. And I did turn it down. Okay, well, I think at this point we're gonna go ahead and pull this out and let's take a look. Again, no editing. We're gonna go and take a look at this bottom. So let's go ahead and let's put that there. Again, here's the first pizza. Again, this was just done on one stone. As you can see, color nicely. Take a look at that bottom again. Looks really nice and cooked. You can hear the crisp to that. This is the second pizza. As you can see, just a little burnt because again, it does sit a little bit higher. So that's really the only one issue that I would have to say is that, you know, it definitely cooks the outside a little bit quicker. But again, the stone does heat up longer. So in between cooks, you know, you're guaranteed the stone's going to be ready to go. Now let's take a look at this bottom. And it's cooked, you know, all the way around. You can hear the nice crisp to it. You know, there's still some white parts, but as far as I can tell, you know, it definitely does cook pretty good. So let's go ahead and let this cool down. I'm gonna get some B-roll of each bottom, so I show you guys that, and then we'll close out the video. Alright, so now that we have both pizzas cooked, comment down below what you think works better, having one stone in the pizza oven or having two stones. As you can see, one, about the pizza with having two stones. Again, it does seem to cook a lot quicker. You got to be moving the pizza around a lot more. Again, I haven't really making too many pizzas with it, so again, it could possibly be a learning curve. Once you figure out the hottest parts and where to go, then it's probably not going to be an issue. But again, that's the one first issue right now. Again, it does tend to cook a lot quicker. As again, you can tell, this was the first pizza. The bottom is cooked nice on one stone. And then again, here is the second pizza. And again, the pizza was cooked on two stones, and it does cook really nice as well. Still going to be crispy if you could listen to that. So, it's still cooking the bottom. It's just not getting, nice and, cooked like this. But again, practice makes perfect. By the time you know it, my pizzas will be looking really perfect on two stones, looking just like this. So again, comment down below what you like, one or two. And like and subscribe to my channel. Turn that bell notification to be notified when I do make new videos. Check out my Instagram at the Pizza Guy John to be see any pizzas that I do make. And I look forward to chatting.